is usually a same set of things. It varies a little bit by what age, at least to me, what is the median age of the team. So if it's in its mid-20s, right, a lot of what you've achieved, if the team in its is the average age of the team is mid-20s or late 20s, a lot of what you've achieved in life is frankly academia. So what does count is where you went to college and university. If you have 2 PhDs, people that have went to premier institutions, that definitely helps at that point. If the team is early to mid 30s, then that becomes a little less important, and basically where you studied and what you did post graduation and how well it is aligned to what your company. The same example, if you're doing a B2B enterprise startup and you have experience at let's say Oracle or IBM or Salesforce.com, a good B2B player that has really understood how to grow in the B2B market, that's very useful. Likewise, for a consumer startup, if you happen to have worked at Facebook or Google or some premier company like that, that experience is very useful. So that is the question was around the team. So I think the pedigree, the academic credentials, the work credentials, what they do, and it's also important for the founders to know each other well. So we like affinities that have begun at campus or even before. If people know each other for a long time, they're long-time friends. That helps iron out a lot of differences that inevitably crop up in a startup's growth. So if someone starts a company and then goes and hires a co-founder, there's nothing wrong in that. It happens, but there's always a bit of doubt as to whether they understand each other well enough to go through all the hard times of 5 years. But if they know each other from, let's say, hostel or a dorm, or they study together, they've been best friends in the same city for 5-10 years, it's a bit easier to be comfortable with that kind of chemistry between the startups. And then just like I said, a good blend, a business head, a technical head, and the ability that we like people who are well networked within the alumni base. If someone's is able to hire engineers with ease based on the strength, if they're known well among the community, within the technical community or the alumni base, that helps in hiring, which is always a big problem in a startup. So those are the kinds of things that we look for in a team specifically. And again, I keep coming back to this, but their ability to talk about a startup, to sell the concept, to articulate it to everyone. And I say sell not just to a customer, sell the concept to an investor, to an employee, to an intern, to lawyers, to bankers, to BD partners. You just need to be able to talk well about it. So you need to evangelize a lot of people. And that happens with people that truly believe and are passionate about their idea, and people that are able to talk about it well. And of course, passion counts a lot. You can tell fairly quickly those who are passionate versus those who are doing this just because they don't want to do a corporate job and want independence and all that. You can tell within a couple of meetings with time as to who has that true passion, the true grit to take a startup through various stages.